Hello everyone, hope all of you are good. Welcome to another class of degree 6th semester economics major, and here we'll be dealing with the statistics paper with a new chapter, that is time series. Uh, as per your last communications are concerned, it's good. You are doing everything that's very much satisfactory. Keep on studying. This will be in many parts. This chapter will be distributed in, I think, 3 or 4 parts, where we'll be finishing the chapter. This is the first part, the introductory part. So let us begin with the chapter, time series. Now, what is that? See, a major concern of the business, or even sometimes of the government, is to predict, to know what is going to happen in the future. No doubt, exactly you cannot estimate what will be happening, but you can get some ideas. The population of India is growing. So, in any newspaper or journals or even books or even in the lectures, you get the thing that the population of India will cross the population of China in some days, in some years. So, who made this type of statement? Who have seen the future? No one. But these statements are made on the basis of past records. And this chronological arrangement of the data is just time series. So if we define time series, how can we define it? Time series is a set of statistical observation arranged in chronological order. So simply, what happened in 2001, what happened in 2002, what happened in 2003, 2004, 2005, in this way, if you arrange, say, in your town, the number of new shops, if you arrange, how many new shops are opening from 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004 to 2020. So you may get a information, roughly one information that every year 2 or 3 new shops are opening. So you can say what is going to happen next year. If there are 5,000 shops in your town, then there will be 5,003 or 4 or even maybe 5,005 shops in next year. So these predictions are made on the basis of this chronological arrangement of statistical data. Number of shops, year-wise, chronological arrangement of statistical data. So this is time series. Now, what is the need of doing this? What is the importance of doing this? What are the uses? Any question may come. What is the need of time series? What is the uses of time series? Benefits of time series? Whatever it comes, thing is same. Now, first, time series help us to understand past behavior. Say for example, we want to know how Indian economy change its growth structure, or say production component contribution of various sectors over the years. So from 1951, if you see recent information, you will see that previously agriculture was contributing 50%, more than 50%. Now agriculture is contributing around, I'm not sure, around 18 or 20%. What is happening here? Service sector, which was contributing very less in Indian economy in 1950s and 60s. Now service sector is contributing more than 50% to the economy. So this is a changing trend which you can assess. This past trend you can assess, and that will be helpful. How it will be? I am coming to that also. Time series will help you in planning future course of action. What does it mean? Say for example, if you know the population trend, how population in India is growing census after census. You know, in 2001 there was a census, 2011 there was a census, 1991 census. So every 10 years there is a census, and according to the census we are observing the population change. So you assessing all these things, the government can know what is going to happen in 2031. What will be the structure of population? What will be the size of population of a country, of this country in 2031? So in 2031, how many hospitals will be required? How many schools will be required? Colleges will be required? Can be assessed from now, and accordingly planning can be done. This is the use of time series. Then evaluating the current accomplishment. Say for example, each year agriculture production is increasing by this amount. Say for example, it was previously 10 ton, now in particular year it was 10 ton, then next it was 12, next year 12 ton, then 13, then 15, then 17, okay, then 18, irregular changes. Last year it was maybe 18. So you are expected to produce 19 or 20 tons this year. So what is your production this year? Say the production is 16 tons. That means you are lacking from the expected production level. The expected production level was 20 or 19 tons, because time series show you that type of trend. But so your production is not satisfactory because you have produced 16 tons. So how can you say 16 ton is not satisfactory? Watching the past trend. That is another use of time series. Then also time series helps you to compare various time series data can be compared, and accordingly comparisons can be made. These are the uses of time series. Short question may come for on that. Now, if we come to an important part that is called component. Component of time series. There are actually 4 components. There are 4 components. There are 4 type of variations that together determine the main variations, and I'm just starting it. I will explain one by one. First one, secular trend. Secular trend, sometimes it is written as just T. Secular trend, T. Then seasonal variation. It is represented by S. And cyclical variation. It is represented by C, and then irregular variation. It is represented by I. So these are the 4 components that will constitute that will determine the total variation. That means over the period of time the figures will change. Now the figures will change depending on these 4 parts. Sometimes in the classical theory we assume there is a multiplicative relation between these 4 factors. Now, that is multiplicative. In multiplicative way they determine the trend, and in some cases also it is assumed that there is a additive relation between this and taking together their effects by addition we determine the what is the change. I know it's a little difficult for you to understand what is happening here. See, so what happens? say anything. It maybe production of industry. It is increasing like that. It is a linear increase. No, it's a straight line. The linear increase. Generally, it don't increase like this. So it increases like this, or maybe this, whatever. Now, what are the factors that determine? See, there are up and down like this. What are the factors that create a change in time series data? Why not the same data? Why not this year production is equal to the next year production? Why not? So these things will be explained here. So first one is secular trends. Secular trend is as the name indicates, secular. It don't based on anything else. So for example, population change. It's a secular thing. It is changing. It is increasing. Continuously it is increasing. Technology day by day will improve. No doubt it will be improving. Previously, a machine, if it could produce 10 ton, now the machine, as time passes, the machine will be improved and new machines will be added, and accordingly, in place of 10 ton, 15 tons will be produced, 16 tons. In this way, there may be a secular increase. Okay, so that one is secular trend, maybe linear or non-linear, whatever. In linear way, it may increase. Generally, linear is impractical. So, in non-linear way, whatever, it may increase. Now comes seasonal variations. What is seasonal variation? See, in it's a yearly variation. Generally, in if you good example is if you are if you are an ice cream seller, so your business will get its peak in the month of June and July, because it's a high time of summer. So your more ice creams will be sold in particular that time. In the month of January and February, it will be going down. So every year these things happens. In a particular, for ice cream seller, this thing happens. Say if you are a garment seller, clothes seller, so what happens in case of Bihu or Puja or Ramzan or whatever festive events there, in that type of in those days sales increases. So it comes yearly. So for that reason also your data may change, your figures may change. So that is seasonal variation. Then comes cyclical variation. It is more than 1 year. If it falls below 1 year, it comes here, seasonal variations. In case of cycle, you know what is trade cycle and all. So there is recession, depression, boom, inflation, all these things are there in trade cycle. So in the trade cycle, what happens? Something goes like this. So it may extend to 12, 15 or even 20 years. So a cycle may be very long or maybe short. There are various types of cycles you got in your theory part. So for these reasons also, the data changes. Cyclically, the data will be changing. Okay, so in the expansion phase, the data will be expanding. In the depression phase, the sale, production, output will be falling. Okay, again in the recession phase, something will happen. According to the phases of trade cycle, the figures will be changing. That will affect the time series. So I think you are understanding why these factors accumulatively affect the change. So a data changing may be the result of this or as a joint result of this. Okay, generally joint result. Okay, I have not explained this. What is irregular variation? Some variations are out of any out of any expectation. No prediction can be made for those type of variations. This is not seasonal. It's not secular. Say for example, this time, due to COVID-19, farmers are and the lockdown, farmers are unable to sell their produce in the market. So if we make a time series analysis of your farmer's profit over the time period, what will happen? You'll see that the profit of the farmer for particularly this year, if you make a 10 years time series information graph or whatever mathematical models, so this year you will see the farmer's profit drastically falling. Why? Because they are unable to sell the product in the market. But it is not seasonal. It is not a cyclical thing that after every 5 years one COVID-19 problem will come. No, it's a sudden thing. Okay, so that type of unexpected. So in some cases, unexpectedly sale may increase. Those people who produce masks, how they didn't know people are going to purchase masks for general purpose also. They thought only medical staff will be purchasing masks. So some people are involved in mask industry, na? They were preparing masks. Now suddenly their sale is very high. Why? Because people are now due to this problem, people are purchasing masks, sanitizers. You have seen there were shortage of sanitizer all over, not only in our district, all over Assam, all over India, all over world. For the time being, now it's available, but it happened. Okay, so this type of things, unexpected things, may also influence the data. So the data will be changing as a combined effect of all these four factors. So that's why these are called components of time series. Broad question will come, what are the components of time series? You have to write the answers, and from the next I think we will be able to go to the graphical methods and mathematical methods of finding time series trends. We will do that. So just you understand all these things. So I said about the use, and I said about use of time series. I said what is time series, I explained, and the components of time series. Now while going for the mathematical part, first we will be going for the graphical part. That is very easy. You must have this concept clear, whatever we have discussed now. I am following the book Statistical Methods by S.P. Gupta. You can go through it. You can also go through Statistical Method by S.C. Gupta. There the theoretical part is very much easily written. You can go through. In both the books are equivalent. So you can go any one of the book, just read it, and we will be coming with the next video where we will be explaining the process. Questions will be coming from this part, basically short question or medium type question, components of time series that may come. Sometimes this come for big answer, that means 10 marks set of question, or uses of time series 2, 3, 4 marks, that thing will come, or defining time series that will be for 1 mark. So with this we end here. We'll be coming with the next video. This is part 1. We'll be coming with part 2. Keep following and be safe. Stay at home.